Hello everyone, we are at Fairmont Hotel in San Francisco with none other than Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, the Union Minister for Information Technology, Electronics, Law and Justice, all the way from India. Welcome sir to Your India TV with me Jasleen Khanuja.
Thank you.
And what's the purpose of the visit?
You know, India and America have many relationships. दोनों democracy है. About 3 million Indians stay in America. And what makes me happy for the last 3 days I am in Silicon Valley, that most of the top tech company have great presence of Indians. चाहे वो Google हो, चाहे वो Oracle हो, चाहे वो Apple हो, Wipro हो, IBM हो. That made me very excited. And many of the Indians have acquired place in the Hall of Fame because of the way they have invented patents, etc. The first was to see how Indians are doing in Silicon Valley. Second, to convey my greetings and appreciation to the Indians diaspora who have done so well. And secondly, to forge a new relationship of digital strength between USA and India. You know, the Prime Minister has initiated some very major programs like Digital India, like Make in India, like Skill India, like Startup India, the Smart Cities. All are information technology based program designed to empower ordinary Indians with the power of technology. And it is important for me to tell your viewers that 130 करोड़ के हिंदुस्तान में 121 करोड़ मोबाइल फोन है.
Awesome.
लगभग 45 करोड़ स्मार्टफोन है. 122 करोड़ आधार कार्ड है. In a population of 1.3 billion, India is home to 1.21 billion mobile phones, out of which 450 million is smartphone. We have got a digital identity card of every Indian, known as Aadhaar. Today, 122 crore Indians out of 130 crore are having Aadhaar. By Digital India, we want to bridge the digital divide and bring in digital inclusion. Digital health, e-education, e-scholarship, e-visa. A lot of things are being delivered today. In the village, I would tell you, Kisan land cards, soil health card, and most of all, 550 market for selling crops are available digitally to the farmers. These are just illustrations. Plus we are making 60 million Indians digitally literate. So you must understand two things. And speaking in Silicon Valley, San Francisco, I need to tell them. Indian IT company is doing brilliant in both ways. Indian IT companies are their presence in 200 cities of 80 countries. The total revenue of Indian IT companies is $168 billion. And the export outside India is $125 billion. Based upon this strength, which I need to salute Indian IT companies, they have also, under the present government, helping digital inclusion to empower ordinary Indians. That is Digital India.
Great accomplishments, and I know you've been in the government for a long time. You were a minister before that as well, but in the last 4 years, these are some of the major accomplishments I know that you have put up with the Modi government, and there are other things, Swachhata Abhiyan and all that stuff also going on. But you know, what bothers us as Indian Americans is that we really are concerned, how do we make India an intellectual capital hub? You know, there was a lot of brain drain that we have seen in yesteryears. How do we make India a hub, an attractive hub for all the people to come and cherish working in India? So you have made the city smarter, but I don't see still a lot of innovation happening. You've talked about the startup culture, the government has promoted the startup culture, but how do we infuse that spirit of innovation in the people? Because in our education system, we are told, okay, get good marks, join Google, join WhatsApp, join big companies. These companies were born here in Silicon Valley, USA. How do we make it happen in India that these companies are born in India companies like these happen to be in India, and people come from around the world and try to join them and take pride in telling people, we live in India, we work in India.
Indian IT companies have done exceedingly well, and the same Indian IT companies we are talking about have made about 500 fortune companies of America globally competitive. But what I'm happy about is the startup culture of India, which our government has started with tax breaks, etc., has today become the third biggest startup in the country. We have got common service centers in India, digital kiosks operated by a lot of lady volunteers, about 300,000. They make your PAN card, to passport card, to banking, to insurance, to land records, to digital literacy. 1.2 million people work there. Secondly, we have got BPOs in small towns of India. Therefore, from literacy to e-health to e-education to hardcore technological products, including innovation in IT. That is the plus your whole of GST is adding on IT products. We are going to give Ayushman Bharat, one of the biggest healthcare insurance scheme in the world. We are going to give 500 poor million Indians ₹500,000 every year. All with light on technology. So we are promoting good governance plus artificial intelligence and all these things. And remember, Indians are doing well in Google in America. Indians are doing well in TCS in India. Indians are doing also very well in the BPO scheme in faraway towns like Guwahati and Imphal and Patna and Muzaffarpur. This is how they work. So India is on a big technological mark, and digital India is empowering them. But yes, I will never say everything is okay. But India today is on the march to greater glory. And remember, India today has notched up 7.5% growth rate. India has got the highest FDI. Ease of doing business, we have jumped 30 points. Therefore, from economic growth to educational growth, India, the Mangalyaan was sent 100 satellites in the space, you know it very well. Therefore, from a spacecraft to digital craft, to Swachh Abhiyan to National Highway Program, all are going simultaneously. And one number I would like to tell you, just you talked of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. From 1947 when India became free till 2014 when we came to power, 6 crore 25 lakh toilets have been constructed. In the last 4 years that we have been in power, 7 crore 50 lakh rural toilets have been constructed.
Wow, that's way more.
70 million, 70.255 million. That's how you work. Optical fiber network connecting all the Gram Panchayats of India. When it was started in 2011, in 3 years, 358 kilometers. Mark you, 3 years, 358 kilometers. We have laid out 4 years, 2,72,000 kilometers. That is the speed with which India is changing.
You have really revolutionized the country. I really appreciate 4 years of BJP government, the Modi government have really been very, very, very rewarding.
We are working to change India honestly. In the last 4 years, there is no charge of corruption or someone has paid bribe to get his work done. That is how we are working.
So BJP's fundamental tenet, which is integral humanism, how you are propagating it if the government comes again, because already a lot of work has been done. What remains and what's next?
Integral humanism means what? Taking care of the poorest of the poor. We just talked of technology. We have opened 332 million bank account to the poor. We linked that with mobile phone and Aadhaar and started saying welfare measures to their bank account. Do you know how much money we have saved? Close to 13 to 15 billion dollars, which is to be pocketed by middlemen.
That's phenomenal.
What is Mudra Yojana? About 130 million poor Indians have been given loan to the tune of 5 plus 1 million rupees, 6 lakh crores. Okay, and now they are getting benefit of all this. So this is how you have to work it out. The poor gets the benefit of their entitlement, including healthcare I talked about, the Ayushman Bharat, plus digital education, plus farmers must get quality services, but the government must also work for reforms so that investment may come, and therefore manufacturing is rising. You just said I am also the electronic minister. Let me give you one statistics. When our government has come to power, there are only 2 mobile factories. Now how much is there? 127.
Wow, that's awesome.
India is becoming a big hub of mobile manufacturing, and Samsung factory I recently established a new factory in Noida and Delhi, where they are going to make 10 million mobile phone every month. Would you believe India could happen? These things could happen in India? They are happening.
To serve all the big population we have, and you have taken measures to reduce the economic disparity. I really commend that. And you are also an advocate yourself. You are in the Supreme Court. You represent the law and justice of the country. I have a state-specific question, although you are a union minister, and if you can help, then please help, because I have been hearing people from Kashmir since the state has confronted a lot of such circumstances that we never wanted, but that has drastically impacted the economy, in the sense many Hindus in particular have moved away in past years, and now when they try to sell their properties, they are not able to sell at par prices. I'm not saying they want to make profit out of it, but there is a law in the state which restricts selling, because of which they are finding massive financial losses, personal financial losses for their properties.
I will look into it. There are some cases have brought to our notice, but many transfers have been made. But let me give a counter narrative. In the same Kashmir today, if terrorists kill a brave Kashmiri army Jawan Aurangzeb who had come to enjoy his Eid holiday, what does the father say? I will send two of my other sons into army. Lieutenant Faiz, who was in the National Defence Academy at Khadagwasla, when he goes to the marriage of his cousin brother, he is killed by terrorists. Within a week, all the terrorists are killed. Today, if you have an army camp for recruitment of Kashmiri boys and girls, thousands have come there to get recruited. Today, a Kashmiri boy has become second in the IAS examination. We have taken tough measures against terrorists and also the Hurriyat people. They are in jail, who are pilfering money from across the border. Therefore, there is a longer issue, old issue. We have become very heavy on the terrorists, but giving encouragement to the Kashmiri people to grow, be Ladakh area, the valley area or Jammu area. That's how we are working. I'm sure we'll be able to change the profile of Kashmir and also bring more amity to the people and eliminate the terrorists.
Phenomenal. Last question. What are you doing to strengthen the ties between India and US?
I think India and US ties are very good. Prime Minister has a wonderful meeting with President Trump. You have seen the American Secretary of State outline a lot of new vision with India. My trip is also designed to promote that. Technological cooperation in a big way. But the larger narrative is two. India is a democracy, USA is a democracy. And the great Indian expatriates settled in America, close to 30 lakh, who are the big ambassador of good relationship between US and India. That's how we work.
Awesome. Any final message to your India TV viewers?
Good luck to viewers. We are trying to change India. You be also a part of that change. Okay? Good luck. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir.
We are focusing cyber security in a very effective way. The Prime Minister has said cyber war is the biggest bloodless war. Okay. We are strengthening our architecture, training of judges, training of all the officers. All the companies must have a security officers. We have come with botnet cleaning system whereby if there is a virus in your system, it can be cleaned automatically. So large number of other initiatives we have taken, but what is more important is the world must work together. This digital world is a borderless world. That is the danger of this world. Okay? And the problem of the cyber space is reflected in the physical space. And one rogue element sitting somewhere in Russia or somewhere in Latin America can create havoc. Therefore, the world has to work together. We are working together. A lot of steps have been taken. We need to do more.
So you have made Goa the destination for the International Film Festival hosting. You've also led India into the Venice and other film festivals. So what's the latest in the games going on that?
Yes, as an IOD minister, I set up the Goa Film Festival. The reason was it was Delhi Film Festival. Delhi was too bureaucratic. The only concern was which hero is coming to do the thali lighting. That was the... Because film festival already associated with exotic places like Cannes, like Venice. Goa has become a good center.
doing quite well. A lot of joint ventures are going on. This whole FM channel was liberalized by me when I was IMP.
Yes.
Now 300 episodes are there.